everybody, JK Calloway here at Real JK Calloway, coming at you with the results for this week's hashtag skirmish game. And this week we played hashtag bad reasons to call the police. Lots of really funny, silly responses and some serious ones. We'll get into it, but it was a lot of fun. Make sure you click on the hashtag itself and start scrolling, see what people put for themselves, start following people and make some connections and have a Twitter good time. We did trend for a little while at number 3 in the US, so thank you everyone for playing along. Really do appreciate it. Before we get going, make sure you do hit subscribe for me. We're climbing ever closer to 500, halfway to where we need to be. That's my goal, is 1,000. And yeah, I've got like 25,000 followers on Twitter. Can some of you just hop over and hit subscribe? Just like a few of you. Not even many. Anyhow, now that the begging is out of the way, let's get right into it. Our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game. Hashtag bad reasons to call the police. Number 10 comes from @Nermal88 Sun. Not getting enough retweets or likes. I'm not exactly sure how they could solve this problem for you. But you got a retweet and like from me, so, you know, I'm not the law. I'm pretty close. Nothing to say here. Good job. Number 9 comes from @Elizat Zamora. You need help with a math problem. Because as we all know, police dispatchers, math wizards. Number 8 comes from @Guy McPherson 309. There's pineapple on my pizza. This is definitely a debatable one as far as whether this is a bad reason. Because I don't care who you are. Pineapple on pizza is not right. It should be illegal. It's a crime. And it makes the whole house smell. It's like cooking popcorn. You know, you cook popcorn and then the whole place stinks for a while. That's pineapple on pizza. It's just the combination of heated pineapple on hot tomato sauce. It just wafts for days. It's horrendous. Whoever came up with this is a bad person. Number 7 comes from Sergeant Grayson. Someone else snagged the parking space you had your eye on. Now you could call the police for this, but what I tend to do is I wait until they park and go inside wherever they happen to be going, mall or shopping area or whatever you happen to be doing at the time, and I go ahead and slash their tires. Because if they really want that parking spot so bad, they're going to have it for a while. Number 6 comes from Shadow Dan 2016. Your cellmate stole your shiv. Well, that's an actual crime. You should call the police. I mean, the chances of them making it there before your cellmate decides to, you know, use said shiv. Number 5 comes from In Love with Taco B. Somebody stole your Nickelback albums. I don't like Nickelback, and I don't know anyone who does. They're not as bad as they're fine. They're formulaic as hell, but they're fine. Number 4 comes from @JVBT82HHS. Your parole officer dared you. Oh, those cheeky little parole officers, they like to stir the pot, don't they? They're just the worst. I myself have never had a parole officer because I have never been caught doing a crime that warranted having a parole officer. Haven't been caught. Number 3 comes from @Acquiescent Soul. I wanted to touch a nightstick real bad. It's just so long and shiny. It's just wonderful. The great majority of police officers are white, and it makes me smile to watch them have to carry around a big black stick all the time. Just a reminder, a constant reminder of you don't quite measure up, do you, buddy? Number 2 comes from Trista Snyder 32. I saw that police officer not use his blinker when turning. Double standard. And you see it all the time. If they don't want to wait for a light, they just pop on their lights and they go through the light. Jerks. I have places to be. I mean, I'm not going to save any lives today, nor am I ever going to, but still, we're going places. I should pick up a cop. I get everywhere so much faster. I'd be a horrible cop. Now, before we get to our number one, here are a few honorable mentions, including one from the host at RealJK Calloway. One from me. Some dogs are playing an illegal game of poker. That painting is real. I walked in on that once. It was real. How is it that every lower to middle class family had that painting of the dogs playing poker? Like in their den or just side room or something? Like my folks had it. I still want to know why. And like all of my friends' folks had it. Like, and I'm guessing it's a white thing. It's just lame white people thinking something's funny. But if you look at the picture, it's pretty funny. I mean, one dog's got the ace under the table. It's really clever. One from at Cat Funny. I like a man in uniform. Back of the line, woman. Yeah, lady cops. The few I've met. Yeah, that'll do. One from at Kristen RN202. Someone called instead of texting. Why? Unless there's a fire or an injury, there's no reason to call anymore. Remember when you were younger and like, if you know, obviously if you're my age or so, you could just be on the phone with someone for frickin' hours talking about nothing. Nothing. And you have texting now. It's wonderful. The only thing that sucks about it is like if you send one that you want a response to real quick and like takes a little bit of time, like 30 to 45 seconds, you're like, you son of a bitch, why are you ignoring me? But other than that, it's a huge, huge upgrade. One from at Ben4623. You have a severe lead deficiency. Well, Ben, if you're an unarmed black man, they can fix that for you. Obviously, it's not all of them. I support the police. Shut up. You can be critical and supportive at the same time. Calm your tits. And one from it, Cool Chris _007. My skin color. That makes my previous joke a little awkward now. But seriously, stop shooting people. Just stop shooting people. It's not that hard. What you do is, you can point the gun at someone, but then keep your finger off the trigger. I actually had a gun pulled on me by police once. God, I was young, like 17 or 18, and me and some buddies were out late. I'm sure we were stoned or something like that, but it had been a while, and we saw a like self-service car wash. And we're like, yeah, screw it, let's go. It was one of those ones you put quarters in. So we washed the car and vacuumed and went nuts and had a good little high time, and like kids do. And you know, at some point, apparently the place was supposed to be closed, but it wasn't closed properly, like nothing was shut down. So like a police guy rode by at some point and was like, oh, they're robbing the place, they're robbing all the quarters. Because yeah, that's what we were doing. Nope, we're big nerds, we were washing the car. Anyway, yeah, like 5 minutes later, like 6 squad cars pulled up and pulled guns on us and thought we were trying to break into the quarters and take all the money. And that sucked. But no, we weren't, no. Plus I'm white, so I never for a second thought I was gonna get shot. And guess what? Black people don't get to think that. I don't care who you are or how racist you say you're not. Black people have to worry about that. So, get with the reality. And our number one for this week's hashtag skirmish game comes from at Eternal Jamnation. That guy got out of my somebody's basement. Yeah, you probably don't want to call the police asking them to help wrangle your victim. You gotta take better precautions, man. If you've got yourself a little addiction or predilection, you know, check your locks. There's nothing underneath this bed. And there it is, my friends, our top 10 for this week's hashtag skirmish game, hashtag bad reasons to call the police. Thank you everyone for playing along. Really funny stuff. Make sure you click on the hashtag and start scrolling. Meet new people, make connections, and send dick pics without asking first, because you sick bastards. No one wants to see that. They're not pretty, okay? They're weird looking. They're oblong. You know what I mean? Some of them have some weird English on it. I'm myself about a 30-degree angle, but I don't send it to people because gross. Before you go, make sure you download the hashtag Roundup app. It is outstanding, promotes all the best weekly hashtag games, including hashtag Skirmish. We play it every single Friday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Pacific. And of course, click that subscribe button for me. Get me up to 1,000 so I can stop talking about it, because I'm not going to stop talking about it. I'm going to talk about it forever. My name is J.K. Calloway. We will talk to you next time.